Greetings from YouTubeville. Danny Savage with a few names for Edge Class watch lists for the fall 2024/2025 draft. First kid, there's two kids actually with really prototypical size. That's nuts. First kid is by the name of James Pierce, Tennessee, 6'5", 250. He exploded out last year for 10 sacks. Now, with his size and length and prototypical NFL size, he probably will be the first edge drafted. Now, I'm not saying he's the best edge, but we all know what the NFL likes prototypically in their 4-3 edges. They like the height, big on height, big on arm length, big on weight. So he has all that, and he'll get bigger. He'll get bigger. So it's possible this kid's a top 5 pick. It really is. And like I say, in my world, I'm not going to say he's the number one edge. No way. I'm just throwing out the two dudes' names that have prototypical NFL 4-3 edge size first to get them out of the way. Like I said, it's just way early. It's only 5 names, and I'm going to do it with that. I'm going to butcher this next kid's name. He's out of Florida. He transferred from Ole Miss. Princely Humaneria. That sounds like malaria, right? 6'5", 260. Like I said, he transferred from Ole Miss to Florida. So Florida got a really good player. And once again, 6'5", 260. That size and length could cause him to get overdrafted, in my opinion. But like I said, we're just having fun, and it's way too early. You know what I'm saying? Another blue collar kid I like, lunch pail type of kid, goes to work every single day, and he's underrated coming in this year. Jack Sawyer, edge, Ohio State. Funny, I got 2 edges from Ohio State on this top 5. 6'4", 255. He's had 14 sacks so far in his career. And he's a blue collar, lunch pail type of kid that's going to come to work every day. Solid versus the run game. He's had 14 sacks over his career so far at Ohio State. Who's had a loaded defense at edges, man. They had one kid, Javante Dean Batiste, who was an edge, and then he transferred over to Notre Dame. He became their captain, and I think the Rams might have took him in the 7th round. So the depth Ohio State's had at edge the last few years has been really deep, crazy deep. So I'll give you another Ohio State kid, JT Tuimoloau, 6'4", 270. I see this kid. I see him more as like a 5 tech and like a 3-4, to be honest with you. Yo, crazy strong. He's one of those island guys. I'm not sure whether it's Samoan or Tonga, but he's one of them from the islands. And we all know those dudes are just built differently. Yo, for the last 2 years in a row, everybody was blowing up Olu Fashanu from Penn State with his midget 8-inch hands. My hands are bigger. And I was watching Olu, offensive tackle, Penn State. He went late. He went late to the Jets. And I'm saying, like, something's off with this kid. He can't run block. But long story short, if you watch Ohio State versus Penn State the last 2 years, JT Tuimoloau, bro, ate his lunch, destroyed him, made him looked like a college kid playing up against a high school kid. Destroyed him the last 2 years in a row. And Olu Fashanu went like number 20. in this past April's draft to the Jets. So hopefully he gets Aaron Rodgers killed. Joking. It's ironic. I was watching a tape the other day. They show Tyron Smith pass blocking. He looks 10 years younger, and he's not wearing that giant elbow pad. Knee brace. He's not wearing that giant knee brace on his left arm. But the turf at MetLife Stadium got more victims than Jeffrey Epstein. So him, now that he has to practice cold weather, I give him 9 to 10 games. All right. But I just thought that was funny. But JT Tuimoloau, Ohio State, he is a very, very sneaky. He's a sneaky first rounder, in my opinion. Now, here's a kid. I can't believe I'm going to leave the kid Moore from Michigan off this. Like I said, this is way early. There's so many guys. Here's a kid. I'm going to give you Abdul Carter out of Penn State. 6'4", 255. He played linebacker his first 2 years at Happy Valley. And this kid had no clue what he was doing. As a true freshman, he played. They gave him the number 11, which we all know is coveted at Penn State. And, this kid just played like with his hair on fire. No clue what he was doing. Had 6.5 sacks his freshman year. Had 5 sacks last year from middle linebacker. So this year, Penn State has a new defensive coordinator. And this kid, it was plain to see from day one, this kid is dangerous going forward. You don't want him thinking. You don't want him dropping back into coverage. He looks like a Micah at Penn State, to be honest with you, Micah Parsons. So this year, Penn State has a new defensive coordinator. They have a new offensive coordinator also. And this kid gets switched to edge. Don't be shocked this kid's a top 10 pick. Don't be shocked 3 years from now, this kid is the best edge out of this class. Just throwing my 2 cents out there because this kid had no idea what he was doing. And he put up double-digit sacks from a linebacker position. And now he's at edge, and he's going to go forward. So it's going to continue with the Michael Parsons, the Chop Robinsons. But Abdul has the size. I viewed Chop Robinson of this past April's draft class. I viewed him strictly now, as a third down pass rusher in the NFL because I don't see him standing up against the run in the NFL as of now. That was his weakness. He was just get pounded like Pinky. So, but this kid is bigger. He has more experience playing the run, and he has a larger frame. So it's my 2 cents. This kid could be the sleeper of this edge class. That's way too early, and it's just a watch list. And I'm leaving crazy names. Off this list. Crazy. Kid Derek Moore from Michigan. He'll be a late first rounder. Week 2 of the college football season is going to be a war. It's going to be Texas at Michigan. Texas legit has the best offensive line in the NFL. In college football. These kids have been starting since they were true freshmen. So don't be shocked. You see like 4 of these kids get drafted this year. And Michigan so far, in my opinion, they probably have one of the top defensive lines. So that game is going to be a war. Week 2 of the college season. I got that game in my mind now. I don't know which way I'm going because I see Texas wanting to air it out, and I see Michigan just looking to run the ball and kill the clock. Their type of football. It's early in the season, so both teams better have their chin straps, tightened up. Texas has 2 brand new defensive tackles and linebackers, so But then again, Michigan lost the entire offensive line. Michigan only has a tight end coming back on offense. So but we'll get to that as that. But I didn't want to leave the kid Derek Moore from Michigan out. Then there's even another Moore from Texas. Like I said, man, it's part of me just feels unjust throwing 5 names out there, but that's just how I am. But we'll go back to more names at another point. So, like I said, this is a way early, way too early throwing 5 names at you, Edge. Out of these 5 names, I would bet 4 of them go in the first round. If anybody wants to take me up on that, hit me up. You know where to find me. I'm easy to find. I'm the big guy with tattoos. When you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Over and out.